Do you feel like, obviously, you know, the series got canceled, but do you feel like you still got to wrap it up to your satisfaction, or are there lots more stories that you wanted to tell with this?
Wow. There were plenty more stories to tell, but it ended at a fine place, is what it means. The minute they took Cable out of the book, it was a different book, and the book was over for what it was. So making it something else, whether that's 2 solo books with different crews, that's fine. That's called a publishing decision. But there were plenty of other stories to tell.
Yeah. One other sort of last question for you before we move to the rest of the show. But you've probably been getting this question a lot, but Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool in the Wolverine movie, in case you guys haven't heard about that. Have you guys?
Yeah.
Probably. What's your opinion of that?
I think it's great. I mean, I've seen interviews with him for a couple of years where, like, he said that that's his, you know, like, people ask him if he would play any role, what would it be? And he mentions Deadpool. And so that's kind of cool that, you know, like, he, that's the character he's wanted to play.
Some people say, like, King Lear. He's like, yep, that's my job.
I think it would have been nice if we got that extra little bit of hype while the book was still going on.
Yeah. How about you guys? Are you happy with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool?
I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything with him.
Oh, that's
No, well, my husband, he's here, we were talking recently about, like, who is Ryan Reynolds, and I was getting him mixed up with this other actor who he's not. So I think I'm happy that Ryan Reynolds is playing him, because at least I recognize his name, so I think that's cool.
Did you see playing Trinity? Or 2 Guys, a Girl in a Pizza Place?
That's the show.
He owned that. That actually was a very funny show.
Yeah, it was
just
Pizza Place, hilarious.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, good. Glad you guys are happy. Let's move on to our first section, which we like to call the stack.
Woo!
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys are happy. Cool. First issue we're going to talk about. I already talked about this a little bit, but all right. Cable Deadpool number 50. What did you guys think about the issue? I guess
it's the last issue of the series.
Yeah.
And
it was really a lot of fun. I mean, you know, bunch of Venoms running around, symbiotes taking over the place.
Well, it's funny because with the way that they kind of screwed up the whole Venom symbiote rampage in New York, this was actually the best version of it, by far.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the books were like, oh, it happened, and they're like, no, it didn't happen, it's happening later in Mighty Avengers. And this, it was like, oh, there's actually fighting, and it's interesting, and they're dealing with the reality of it.
Yeah.
Actually, I had no plans that actually be part of the Avengers story at all. That was like, it was just like, I figured the Avengers story would have been over a few months, you know, before this came out, and then it just, you know, but it turned out it happened at the exact same time. So now, like, everybody, you know, I read reviews and stuff, and everyone seems to think that it's part of that story, and that's not the case at all.
But they're saying it's the good part of that story.
Yeah, hey, that's fine.
It's a nice coincidence.
And the other nice thing I think about the book is there's a lot of backup material in here. You guys got a chance to do a lot of sort of character biographies and thank yous and things like that. How hard is it to get something like that in an issue? I mean, is it a fight, or were they like, yeah, sure, go for it?
No, actually, since this was the last issue, they wanted to give us the extra space. So actually getting the you know, acquiring the space in the book and the extra pages and everything to do it in was not a problem. That was offered. It was actually compiling the stuff and getting it written and getting it put together in production. That was a bit of a scramble,
right.
But it got done. So
cool.
She did a great job. Honestly, okay. I mean, it's a lot of times when you're working on the last issue, you want to be done with it, get it out of the way, it's over. And she put together an excellent package so that the readers who were reading the last issue, and they've been following it for 4 years, I think feel that their time spent in the book was worth it because the people doing it showed them that they cared and gave a damn about it. So,
and it's a great point.
Not or anything, but it's the truth. I mean, it takes a lot of effort and work to make a final issue package like that.
With so many last issues, you feel betrayed. You're like, oh man, they didn't even deal with anything. And this, it was like, it all came to a nice end, and you're like, yeah, let's go out and do something fun.
What did you do?
I went and ran in the park.
Well, definitely.
It's light fun. It's healthy fun.
Yeah. No,
some of us are trying to lose 10 pounds.
Me, dude. That's messed up.
Conversations before the show, seasons of the show. Interesting thing. All right, let's move on. Talk about. Definitely pick this up, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Talk about The Spirit, number 14, the first issue by Sergio Aragonés and Mark Vanier. What did you guys think about this issue?
Don't ever pick it up, ever.
Boo! I agree. It was bad. It was unfortunate.
It's tough because I was really loving it before, you know, to switch over to the artist and the writer, and it was so great. And now to have such a piece of crap out, it's really just tough.
Wow.
It's really unfortunate because I actually like Sergio Aragonés and Mark Vanier. They do fun stuff.
Mhm.
I like The Spirit. It's a great title, and it actually has been a really good title up until now.
Yep.
This is awful, and it's awful because The Spirit is not slapstick. The Spirit is not vaudeville comedy
Well,
routine.
it can be if you want to push it that way, but the jokes to you is like, isn't this old person saying something weird? That's like 10 jokes in that. Like, this old man wants to drink a beer. What? I think that might have been funny some other time or on some other planet. But not here, not now.
All people
I don't know. It's really, really unfortunate. It kind of broke my heart a little bit.
Similar to the lake house.
Yeah, don't pick up this issue. So,
I liked it.
you liked it? What did you like?
Wait, did you read the other ones before this?
Not all of them, but I have been reading some of them. Yeah,
Okay.
I
What
mean,
did you like about it?
I haven't read all of them consistently. You know, that's one of the things I like about it actually, is that each one is self-contained. It's got a complete story. You can read it and miss one, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And this one, I wasn't really reading it trying to compare it to the others so much as just, you know, looking and seeing what it had to say. So, you know, I thought for what it was perfectly good. The art was fun and enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, I think that definitely makes sense, just in terms of it's completely different. So I think anybody who loved the previous style with Darren Cook and Jay Bone.
Saying heart is like there was so much heart in that last book, and the characters seemed kind of like caricatures of the last few arcs. And so I think that's why you read it and you're like, oh, I like these people, and now they just seem like they're making
Boing, 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 boing. Yeah. Almost literally.
Yeah, but shorthand.
Sometimes I just look at it and I'm like, boing, 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 boing.
And I'm like, yes, exactly.
Now, let's move on to talk about Incredible Herc 114. I love this series.
Yeah.
This is my favorite book of the week.
This was crazy, really insane.
Why is it your favorite book of the week?
The art's fantastic. I love the way they're pulling in the mythological elements, and they're telling an interesting story. You don't know what's going to happen. It's like a buddy comedy in some ways.
No, in many ways it's like a buddy comedy because they're buddies and it's funny.
I know what I'm saying.
Now the smartest kid ever is losing.
Seventh.
Well, whatever. Seventh smartest kid. He's losing it. He's mean and evil now.
It's basically the arc right now is Hercules, who, for those of you who don't know, is the actual Hercules from Greek mythology, is essentially kind of against his will teamed up with Amadeus Cho, the seventh smartest person in the world. Amadeus Cho has decided he wants to take down S.H.I.E.L.D., the international spy organization, and he's going to make Herc do it with him whether he wants to or not. This issue, one of the wonderful things about it is there was also really heartfelt, sad moments. Amadeus Cho has this little coyote pup that he carries around in his chest. A S.H.I.E.L.D. agent.
Not in his chest, in his jacket. It's
Like
not
literally, he
Where
has a gaping, sucking wound in his chest, and a coyote is kind of great.
Unexpected.
Yeah, not true. But the coyote gets hurt, very sad.
Yeah, it gets you.
Yeah, it's really tough.
It was
It's like
heartfelt.
all yeller.
Right, fact checker?
Apparently not.
No, yeah.